Hello, everyone. It is Lane, also known as Addie's Diary, and we are here with Halftime Chat speaking to Lipstick Killer, a bold artist making waves within the music scene. How are you doing today?
I'm great. I'm super
Awesome.
excited to have this opportunity to talk to you. And so thank you for having me, but I'm super excited. Yes.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. So, as you know, we do have an international audience. Some people are in England, some people are in America. But where are you from?
Oh, God. From
Mhm.
is Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So
Oh,
I'm a rep the Steelers, Pirates,
wow.
Penguins all day long. Okay.
Yes.
But I've had a little bit of a journey. So right now I'm living in Kansas City, Missouri. But I'm from PA all day. I rep PA.
Awesome. So, I'm curious as to what got you first engaged and started into this love for music that you have?
Oh, I was born with it.
Mhm.
I've been performing since I was 6 years old. Like it's been in me. It's always been a part of me. Most of us artists have that story of we were raised in the church, and I come from a church background. My mom was like the lead praise worshiper, and so I've
Right.
always had music in me. And it was kind of funny because when I was little, I was in a choir and I played the drums in church, but I always would
Mhm,
turn it into a rap, or I would start playing rock drums in church, and they were like,
mhm.
"Okay, there's something wrong with this kid. This kid is different." But it's always been in me. It's always been in me. At a very young age, I've been writing. My mom would just leave notebooks by the side of my dresser,
Mhm.
because I would just wake up because I had lyrics in my head. I couldn't sleep. I had music in my head, and I mean, it's always been a part of me. And I've never let it go at all. Never.
Amazing. And I heard you mentioned rock. Where did the rock influence come from?
Good question.
As a child.
So, again, no, right, right. So, a lot of people don't know this about me. I, again, started off in church, and then the only thing you were really allowed to do, because we had very strict parents at that time. I don't know if
Mhm.
you know about Pentecostal, apostolic. So, it's very, very strict. So, my way of getting away with it was like, okay, I can do rap, but make it positive. I don't curse. Um, but then I went to private school, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth grade, all girls private school.
Mhm.
And let's just be honest, I was one of two people of color, the only black
Right,
kids
right,
there.
right.
And the thing that was dope about that, I was exposed to all other genres. I remember we actually had what we call like a mini class where it was
Mhm.
it was MTV videos. I'm aging myself. Y'all don't even know my age. I'm a vampire. But it
Mhm.
was it was a class where we would literally just watch videos and like kind of dissect them and give our opinions. And now I'm like, oh my God, Marilyn Manson. Oh my God, Cranberries. Oh my God, System of a
Right.
Down, Orgy. Like,
Mhm.
what is this? This is amazing. Why am I resonating with this? So that kind of opened me up to just how I felt when I heard it, the reaction, how my soul resonated with it. So being able to take that and being raised with sneaking Biggie, I'm sneaking Jay-Z, I'm listening to Bone Thugs and Harmony. So it
Right.
just started. That's when it kind of started. I'm starting to, fuse what I was exposed to like my own style. So yeah.
Do you remember getting started actually like making your own music? What was that first process like making your first song?
It was amazing because so I had the hood behind me. What I mean by that is I
Mhm.
was in school. I used to sneak out of lunch and go with the boys, the only girl. I'm at the ciphers, I'm freestyling.
Right.
And then I started kind of like getting with this group, and we would sneak out of school. My mom knows about this. I already told her myself. But we
Mhm.
would sneak, me, the church girl who doesn't cuss, right? And that's why metaphors were very important to me. Go Jay-Z. Because I had to find a way to express myself and do this without cursing. And I
Right.
would just sneak to the studio with them, and then we're making underground tapes. And I'm literally in the car with my mom, headed to Bible study, and people are driving by playing my music. So
Mhm.
it was just, I don't know, it just felt, again, I felt at that time I couldn't really be myself, but I was able to be myself with these people. But to hear that first kind of like grimy underground, the bass is going, and that was me in the
Right.
hood, accepted me. It felt amazing. So it was always on some underground type stuff. Yeah.
Mhm. So when you start your songwriting process, do you usually start with a beat in your head or the lyrics first, or what does that process begin with for you?
Um, so it really depends on, I'm a moody artist. I
Mhm.
go with my mood, I go with my experience, I go with what I'm feeling. A lot of times people will give me music and I'll listen to tracks, But if it really kind of like disturbs my soul, I'll sit on it. I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it while I'm in the shower. I'll listen to it while I'm driving.
Mhm.
And then slowly, if I get inspired, music, the lyrics will come to me. I write all of my stuff. The lyrics will come to me. But then there's other times where, like I said, I'll sleep and I'll hear music. I'll sleep and I'll hear lyrics. I'll sleep and I'll wake up with a melody, and I'm calling my producers like, I need y'all to do this, and they're like, well, send me a voice note. And I'm like, okay, it sounds like this. So it really just depends on what I'm feeling and what the aim is. I get a lot of feature requests. So then they'll just send me the music and then I'll just get inspired. But I definitely have to meditate on it and kind of like just sit with it.
So
That
being
makes
that we
sense.
already discussed how it starts, how do you know it's finished? Because I know a lot of artists are very particular about a finished product. They can go over it a million times before
Hmm.
their finished product. So how do you know it's finished for you and it's good to put out to your audience?
Man, if it sound good, feel good, and I'm proud of it. If I'm sitting there and I keep listening to it, I'm like, man, that am I allowed to cuss?
Yes.
I'm like, that shit is hot.
Mhm.
If that shit is hot, that shit is hot. It has to be something that I want to listen to. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Like if I'm down with it and I'm proud of it, and I think and I listen to it over and over, I'm like, yeah, she snapped, she snapped, she
Mhm.
being me. I snapped on that.
Right.
So I'm very much my own. I'm a Virgo, so that's a whole nother conversation. Super
Mhm.
critical. I overanalyze. I listen to everything, and I mean, it has to be perfection for me. And if I feel like if I would rock to it and I would listen to it, I know my fans would. And I don't like saying fans. The mafia, my people will listen to it. So
Mhm.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I can tell you have such a bold personality and full of confidence.
Mm.
Where does that confidence come from? I know you spoke of performing at a young age, but outside of performing, where does that confidence come from?
I will tell you a couple things.
Mhm.
A, again, I know I could just keep saying that I was born with it. I really do believe that God gives us what he gives us, and it's how we work with it and how we use it. But
Right.
I definitely have to give like praise to my parents. They saw that at a very young age with me and they supported it. And I know a lot of people don't get that and a lot of people aren't blessed with that. But literally hearing from my mom, dude, I support whatever it is you do. I got your back. You're a beast. And then my dad, the confidence with him is, it's so funny. My dad was, again, I talk about this in one of the songs. But my dad did not give two shits about what people thought about him. He
Mhm.
would rock rings on every finger. We would even be in church, and the pastor would be like, do you have to wear rings on every finger? Yes.
Mhm.
He wore, I mean, he always taught us to be the best versions no matter what we have, what we don't have. Be yourself, speak up for yourself. And they put that in me. They embedded that in me at a very young age. And I don't care where I've been or who I've been around or who I've seen. I've always just been myself and proud of it. And I know I'm a beast. So again, it comes from that like I was born this way and I know the most high gave this to me, but also my parents supporting that. So that combination is everything. I promise it's everything.
So given that in yourself, how do you balance confidence, femininity, and power in your music?
Say what the hell I want to say and stand 10 toes on it.
Mhm.
I think that's even the fact why my name is Lipstick Killer. It's like for me growing up, I'm the firstborn. And I'm like, I know my dad wanted me to be a boy because I was an athlete, right? So it confidence, right? Early on, played field hockey, lacrosse, street football, basketball. Like I always was just like, I love the challenge. I love that. And then it wasn't really till I got older and my body started developing. I'm like, wait a minute, I'm a female. I got
Right,
superpowers. I
right,
got superpowers as
right.
a woman.
Mhm.
So it was always just that back and forth between dark and light and feminine and just still being street. And I've always had that as part of my personality. um it wasn't something that I just made up, you know what I mean? It's not like a character.
Mhm.
I feel like being Lipstick Killer is actually truly me being myself. It's just that this is the part that I hid for so long and now I actually get to bring it out. So I
Mhm.
love, and you'll see a lot of myself, I love that I get to be feminine, but it's not like, and I've never been this way. It's not overly, and I'm not knocking anybody who do what they do. Everybody have their own lane, but it's
Right.
never been like overly sexual because I just feel like being your goddamn self is sexy. You know what I'm saying? Take it or leave it. You like it or you don't. Whether it's in a relationship, whether it's in my music, I'm already sexy in me and who I am and what I wear and how I rock and how I talk. And you know what I'm saying? I might tease some sexy lyrics and all that, but it's never like I've never been a overly come out and just say what other people say. You know what I'm saying? I
Right,
like to play
right.
with metaphors and I like to get you
Mhm.
thinking and I like to tease it, you know. So no, but I don't know, I've always had that like mix of sexy, feminine, rough, edgy. That's just me. Again, and sometimes I have to be like, wait a minute, okay, I'm Tasha right now. I'm not lipstick. You know,
Right.
trying to separate.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
yeah, yeah.
So we do want to talk about your latest work, Delaware Avenue,
Mm.
the highly anticipated Cigarettes and Heartbreaks Volume 1.
Yeah.
Please tell us, how did this come to be? How did this project come to be? How was it born?
Girl,
Mhm,
hey, out of pain.
mhm,
Um, Transparency. Again, I say that I like to talk about my mood and what I'm going through, and I really do share. This is real life shit, real life pain. Very recent. I was in a relationship for over 5 years, and you know, he cheated. He's cheated before. I forgave him. We don't even the red flags, you see the red flags, but one
mhm.
of the things about me, like I said, I'm a Virgo sun and
Right,
I'm a Scorpio, everything else. So I'm a very passionate person. I'm very picky about human beings being in my circle, being in my energy. So for me to actually say I love somebody and actually like go 5 years, it was meaningful. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was the future. So long story short, I knew he wasn't right. I knew he wasn't doing right. I tried to tell him this, get him to tell me the truth. And I'm like, I don't know why you would cheat on a rapper. Why
right,
would you cheat on a rapper, right?
right.
I allegedly may or may not have had, a little recording device. Let me take a sip. A little recording device.
Oh,
hmm
oh,
I went to London. I was in Oxford, London, and Scotland. Went on this trip for a week with my girlfriend. Left the little recording device in our vehicle. And when I got back home, and I'm telling you, I was conflicted. Like, man, I shouldn't have did that, or maybe it's gonna get better, or whatever. I already knew. As women, we already know. If you have to get to the extent where you leave, recording, checking stuff, you already know. But
right.
he was so smooth with getting out of it, and I'm like, I just need concrete of what I already knew. I knew it. I listened to it, and one of the recordings was him actually. If you hear, it's at the end of the song, at the end of
Mhm,
Delaware. I
mhm,
pulled a Drake. Um, but at the end of it, you hear him. Before that, you guys don't hear. He was in our car. He was kissing her. Yes, horrible to listen to that. Then he was actually at her house with her, kissed her, took her home. And so Delaware is where he dropped her off, Delaware Avenue. So
mhm,
that's where I got the whole like, and it's crazy. It was already a diss track. I wrote that for another time he cheated.
mhm.
And then I forgave him. So I felt a little bad, like, but this song is kind of hot. And he did support my music. So he was like, you got a couple diss tracks about me, but they're kind of hot. On some Jay-Z, Lemonade type stuff. Like,
Mhm.
it's kind of hot. I did what I did. I'm not going to not let you release it. But it just came right back, and I ended up naming it Delaware, and I added that clip because it was like, damn, like you cheated again, and you dropped her off at her house. You was going on dates,
Yeah,
date. So yeah, it was painful. It was very painful, but
yeah,
I
and
got it good.
it's great that you use that emotion to put it into your artwork. And one thing that I loved in your debrief of the album, I mean of the single, was the moment her intuition coiled with proof, because that
Mhm.
shows how powerful a woman's intuition is.
We know.
We
We
know.
know. We
Yeah.
know. I didn't need that recording. I knew. And I'm telling you, like, it might have been maybe 2 days before I came back from Scotland. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't
Mhm.
eat. I was having sweats because the truth is, I knew that when I got back home that my life was about to change.
Right.
I just knew. And the recordings were just the concrete. You know what I mean? Even then, men are crazy. Not all men, I love men, but men are crazy because it was like I had this concrete evidence, and you are still trying to be like, it's not what you think. It's not what you think. And I'm like, bro, come on, bro, come on. Yeah. So no, and you know what though? I really believe that the universe, the most high, our ancestors, everyone was trying to get me to kind of like, it wasn't a good situation. And sometimes you need that push and sometimes you need that slap. Like honestly, you do
Yeah.
to get out of because I was comfortable and I wasn't going to get out of it. I was going to keep accepting it. And I'm telling you, it wasn't until I made the decision to get out of that situation. That's when the doors started opening for me. That's when the blessings started flowing. That's when like I feel goosebumps all over. That's when it was just like that step of obedience and that choosing myself and putting myself first and loving myself again, that's when all of my blessings started flowing. My music started popping. I'm just like, all right, it hurts, but I had to be obedient. But look at the outcome,
Right.
So the outcome was the blessing, definitely.
Awesome. And I'm so glad, in the end you ended up choosing yourself and all of these
Yeah.
opportunities are happening for you. And we
Yes.
really hope that they keep and they will. They will keep.
Amen.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. So in this industry, do you think within the rap industry, do you think it's a male dominated space or do you think in today's it's becoming a more female dominated space?
Good question. And this is what I think because this has always irritated me.
Mhm.
I personally, and I get it, people, it's so easy for someone to slap a label on you. I'm anti-label. I hate when people, female rapper, female rapper. I'm a rapper.
Mhm.
Um, I'll go against anybody. What I hate about it, because I do see the females having a lane way more than they had before, especially even when I was coming up and I had my first record deals. It was very difficult to get a female started, to develop a female, to get a female accepted. The lane is wide open for females, but for me, what I do not like and I don't appreciate in the industry is that they purposely pit the females against each other.
Mhm.
It's never, it's like, oh my God, you have Playboy Cardi and Ken Carson, you have the Opium Tour, you have this. Everyone's working together. You got Drake with Playboy Cardi, you got 21 Savage with Drake, you got this, you got that. I mean, I get a beef here and there. Okay, I get it. But every female that comes out,
Right.
everyone has to fight. Everyone has to be pitted against each other. It has to be a competition. Why can't we just make good music?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you come for me, that's different. If
Mhm.
there's actual beef, then there's actual beef. Okay. Cardi and Nicki, they got beef, and it goes way back. It's deep seated, it's deep rooted. Remy and Nicki, deep seated, deep rooted. But just every time somebody comes out that's a new female, we gotta fight each other. We gotta go against each other. That's the only thing females could do. Nah, I don't appreciate that.
Mhm.
Come out, do your thing, support it. And like I said, I had another question before. It was like, who influenced you? What females influenced you? I'm just like, respectfully, I named the grades, but respectfully, I just like what people do in their lane, but it's not my lane.
Right.
I ain't knocking what you doing. You feel me?
Mhm.
There's room for everybody. There's a
Everybody.
seat. There's
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. There's a seat for everybody, and I appreciate it. I'm
Mhm.
not gonna act like I don't go out and I hear this one's or this one, and I don't want to turn up or twerk, whatever. But that's their lane, and I appreciate that. So I'm not finna knock nobody, but I just wish they would stop making us compete and you know what I'm saying. Who's better? Looking at numbers, they don't do that to the guys. They
Right.
don't.
Right.
They don't. They don't. And there's a million guys out, but they don't do that to them. They just celebrate their music. You know what I mean? So it's always gonna be like that, though. That's
Right.
just it is what it is.
How it is.
Mm.
Keep going. Just keep going.
Girl, listen, don't come for me. You say if you come
Mhm.
for me, then it's a problem. I just want to make good music and have
Right.
fun. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's
Mhm.
it.
So is there a message that you want to convey, whether it's in your music or across all of your platforms?
Yeah, like basically just my life, like what I had to do on my for my own self. The message for myself is the message I want out from my music. Is
Mm.
definitely be authentic, be yourself, don't fake. Screw anybody that wants you to be anything else. You're enough. I mean, I had to deal with where I didn't feel like I was enough. I had to deal with, being in the music industry where they were telling me to dumb down my lyrics because I had too many metaphors and I was writing too creative, too creative. Then I had to deal with, the pressure of coming to the studio trying to be sexy and then like, bro, you don't have to do that if you really truly believe in it. God will help you. You will make your own lane. Make
Right.
your own lane. Stick to that. And that's just in life. And
Mhm.
screw anybody who don't believe me. I don't, for the longest I used to really, again, passionate and in my feelings because I feel like if I do things for others, I want that same reciprocation, right?
Mhm.
You don't need people coming to your shows. If they don't believe, let them not believe. There will be people that love you and believe in you that are complete strangers. You feel me? You don't need that. Just trust what you're doing, trust the process, go through your process and be yourself. Do not fucking compromise. And that's just real life. I'm not compromising. Listen, I got my fan base, my mafia. I'm growing it. If you like it, you like it. You love it, you love it. Let's rock out together. But I'm not finna, I can't even twerk anyway, but I'm not fake the funk to get the followers. I'm not doing
Right.
that. I'm not
Right.
doing it. You like it or you love it. You don't. That's on you. So that's
Mhm.
it. Be 100.
Mhm. So is there a memorable studio performance or a memorable like concert performance that sticks out to you that is just very that just makes you happy inside when you think about it?
Oh, I got so many. I do have one. I have one. So actually, here in Kansas City, I was performing in Westport, and it was one of my songs. I haven't released this yet, but it was just kind of one of my songs where I kind of was expressing what I've been through. And I'm the type of person, as soon as I'm done performing, I don't leave, you know what I mean, or go backstage and just be antisocial. Like, I talk to everybody. I love everybody. So I'm
Right.
talking to everybody. And I sat down on the bench, and this person came up to me and was literally like, I was thinking about committing suicide tonight.
Oh.
And when I say I started bawling,
Mhm.
I started bawling, and my mom came, like, her memory came to me, because my mom is so funny now. They call her Mama Killer, but when I was doing my gospel stuff, I was Lady Cross, and so
Mhm.
they called her Mama Cross. But one thing my mom taught me, she was like, I don't care if there's one person there, I don't care if there's 1,000, a million, 10,000. You give your all, even if it's just that one person. And I gave my all that night and did not know that I was connecting with a soul that was suffering. You feel me? So
Right.
that to me is what's important. It's connecting with these people, it's talking, it's learning them, because we're nothing without them.
Mhm.
I'm nothing if y'all don't listen to me. And so just watching, and I can't wait to get back on stage. It's such a high.
Mhm.
But just seeing people that know your lyrics, that are singing along with you, that are feeling what you're feeling, that have their own issues and secrets and stories, and they feel comfortable sharing that with you. That's what this is about for me.
Mhm.
That's what makes it beautiful. So yeah, no, that was like, I'll never I'll never let that go, because it keeps me motivated and it keeps me going, because again, I don't care if I have 6 followers. You don't know what those people are diehard. You know what I mean? They love you, they
Right.
support you. So I'm grateful for that.
So being that you want to continue to put music out for people who love you and you've built a community around it, how do you handle those moments when you feel like you have a creative block, when you feel like, oh, nothing's coming? How do you handle moments like that and just continue to push through?
If I'm if I'm 1,000% honest, I've been recording. I got about maybe 500 songs recorded.
Oh, wow.
I got music.
Wow.
We ain't got a problem.
Mhm.
And it's interesting too, because one of the industry things you'll hear is, something that might be old to you is new to a lot of people, so people don't hear it. Just so it's not. I have a lot of music, but the recent stuff, the cigarettes and heartbreak, this is coming from recent emotions. I have stuff ready for this year. I have stuff ready for next year. I'm already working on the second album now. You know
Mhm.
what I mean? So I just feel like, again, because I'm living it and I'm going through it, and it's honest emotions, and our best work comes from emotions, whether it's heartbreak, pain, happiness, joy, whatever. I'm a feeler, so I don't think I don't have to worry about that. I'm not worried about having a block. And I think the thing that helps me, if maybe I'm a little slow to write, it's just thinking about what I've been through. It's
Mhm.
replaying stuff over and over again. It's watching performance videos. It's, when I feel like, damn, something might not be moving fast enough, I'll sit here and watch behind the scenes footage with other artists that I respect and seeing them on tour. And I'm like, dude, come on, we got to keep going. We got to keep pushing. We got
Right.
to keep bumping. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I will always find motivation if
Mhm.
I just have to just immerse myself, or just drown in the music, or listen to what I already put out. And I'm like,
Right.
well, shit, my shit is good. Like, what are we
Mhm.
doing?
Mhm. Mhm.
Not on no cocky, but I'm for real. Like, I'm like, I just did that the other day. I was listening to stuff that's not even out, and I'm like, man, this shit is good.
Yes.
Okay, killer, So I definitely, you got to encourage yourself, because sometimes people won't be there to encourage you. So you
Mhm.
have to be able to pull on yourself. So.
Are there any dream collaborations that of people that you would love to work with, and why those
Mhm.
particular people?
Yes. Oh man. So first of all, I gotta get with Playboy Cardi. Let me tell you, that's
Mhm.
my twin. He's September 13th. I'm September 13th. We're both vampires. On some mosh pit creepiness. People
Mhm.
don't understand him, but I love the fact that people think that he's all over the place, because people think the same thing about me.
Right.
But like, I like turn up, what I'm saying? Turn up artists. So definitely Playboy, Kim Carson on some underground turn up, because my shows are the same way. My shows are on some mosh pit.
Mhm.
Like, you need to crawl out, and I come home with bruises and stuff that I didn't even know I had, because it was
Oh.
such a good time. So it's
Mhm.
fun. So I love turn up artists. Definitely, on some rock stuff. I definitely want to have a moment with Marilyn Manson. One of my lyrics, I said I'm Marilyn mixed with Madonna. I'm Marilyn mixed with Biggie. So definitely get some like just some cool ass like I don't know. Marilyn's is such a character, and I like the people don't understand him, but I get him. You know what I'm saying? So definitely, there's a lot. Doja's dope to me.
Yeah.
I've been liking Doja since her move because I was like, what the hell is this girl doing? She's crazy, right? But what I like about her, she actually is very lyrical. She spits. The girl be spitting, but I like that she's different. You never know what's gonna come out of her, and she takes a lot of chances.
Right.
Um, so yeah, I like people who kind of play around in the genres. They call me a genre bender, which I love that. So
Mhm.
people that play around in genres and like, yeah, just some cool shit, something that could pop out. More just some other rock artists I definitely want to work with. Yeah, but just getting in. I want my songs to be on the rock charts and the rap charts. So
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying? A little genre
Right.
bending.
So speaking of genre bending and how you envision your career, what do you want your legacy to be as an artist?
Hmm. I want people to look at me on some old like the first to actually stay true, kind of like your boy, who's I forgot his name. What's the Big Plug? You see how
Mhm.
Big Plug is all over country and he's all
Yes.
over rap?
Yes.
I want people to be like, man, this girl conquered the rock charts, the rap charts, the whatever charts worldwide. Like she successfully was a genre bender. She's fluid and she didn't have to succumb. They tried to force it. The industry definitely did try to force it, but it never happened. And she was successful in being herself. That's also why, what I'm saying? I get why, we have a lot of independent artists, indie artists. I thank God for my machine, my team behind me, MPT, plug, because they're pushing me and they support it. But I definitely don't want to succumb to getting with another label and having to be controlled. So if I can have my legacy of telling my truth, being
Mhm.
my authentic self, putting out the music I want to put out, celebrating that globally. You know what I'm saying? I got people all over the world I'm so grateful for. And just kind of not on some like superstar shit. I don't like that. It's y'all my family globally. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got my back globally. Y'all telling me y'all stories globally. We're friends, we're family. So that's it. Like she's just a cool ass chick. That's our family and we rocking with her. And
Mhm.
that's what I want. And I wanna look back when I'm however years old, because right now I'm about what, 500, 500 years old. But
Mhm.
look back and be like, damn, I resonated with these people. I kicked it with these people. I was kicking it with my people in Chile. You know what I'm saying? I got songs with cats in Japan. You know what I'm saying? I got songs with people in Russia. You know what I'm saying? Like
No.
I got some features. So just being able to be like, look back in that memory reel when you get, you know what I'm saying? When you slow
Mhm.
down and you're like, damn, I lived a good life. I had some fun. You know what I mean? That's what I want. That's it. And the message came across and people felt comfortable enough to be themselves no matter what. That's
Right.
it. That's a good life.
Wow. Songs in Russia. I'm like,
I
what?
do,
Oh
girl. I
my
had
God.
collabs with the Russian, and so my son, my family's like, Mom, what is it about? Like, why do the mafias like you? I got the Dragon Gang in Tokyo. I got
Mhm.
the Russian gang. I got Chili family. I mean, I'm protected in a couple of spots.
Right.
I'm blessed. It's some global stuff right now. So
Mhm.
that's why I said it's not. I know you didn't ask me this, but it's just kind of like I love that you're global as well because I'm just like my heart has always been world, like the world. It's not just and again, the United States is a rough industry, music industry to really penetrate, especially like I said, the stuff that they try to put on you. I had record deals before and they really do try to force things on you. So I just feel like the appreciation that comes from understanding that this is a bigger world and the music pops outside of the United States. It's music is so insane overseas. I swear, like you could put out anything and people are just like, man, I fuck with it. I fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for like that bigger picture and understanding that. And that's my goal is just to get overseas as soon as possible.
Mhm.
Seriously. Yes.
So given we speak about your career long term, have you had your I made it moment? And what was that moment like?
Okay. This is actually a funny moment. So I had two bands. I had a all boys band where I was a female and
Mhm.
it was a punk rock band. We were dirty punk rockers. Then I
Mhm.
had like a metal, trap metal thing, but it was all females, right? And I'm the lead singer, whatever. My moment and that for with the punk rock band was, I mean, we performed in every venue. We were in the Battle of the Bands here in Kansas City. We won Battle of the Bands, and literally Ariana Grande was opening up. It's what we call red, white, and boom.
Mhm.
Ariana Grande was opening up, and it was such a weird mismatch. So you got like this punk, grimy little dirty band, me, and then you had Ariana Grande, right?
Right.
But I remember taking my punk band, and we were in the back. We were in the rooms. Ariana Grande is literally, her dressing room is next to mine. She's warming up. That girl's vocals are insane, and they're real. That girl can sing. Her dancers, and then I got my punk rock band, and we're eating together. And went out to perform, and we opened up the show. We went out to perform, and I'm just like, this is insane. This is happening. This is insane. So literally, I come off stage. I got my, and it was a full band. Come off stage, and all of a sudden, security grabs us. And I'm like, okay, what's going on? They're like, no, people want to, like, we have to start a line because people want your autograph. And I'm like, okay. The line, I'm thinking four, five, six people, whatever. Girl, let me tell you, the line ended up being in the middle of other people's show. It
Mhm.
was like 4 hours. People were like backed up. People were bringing me like someone handed me a baby to sign. I was signing babies. I was signing boobs, butt. I was signing
Wow.
bellies. And I'm sitting here like, is this happening? This is happening. This is happening. And my band's like, this is happening. I mean, it was insane. And it wasn't until it was time to leave when we left in our beat up car.
Mhm.
And we were like, okay, we're not there yet, but we're getting there. But
Mhm.
it was insane. And again, it was another moment where I'm like, God, this feels so good. I'm not going to stop. I
Mhm.
can't stop. I can't. I
Right.
got to keep going. I
Right.
want more of that. I
Mhm.
love releasing music and talking to you, talking to everyone. But just being on stage and that just connection with the audience and seeing people's faces, and that's my shit right there. That's my
Mhm.
shit.
Wow.
Sorry to make that so long winded.
Right, no, I love the in-depth answers. Yes, it's like a
Yes.
story that you can just see in your head.
Hmm.
So given your discography, what are some of your favorite songs that you've done for yourself?
One of my favorite songs, and my dad would love this too because it's my dad's favorite song. Bloodbath is one of my favorite songs.
Mhm.
I think the reason I'm obsessed with Bloodbath is just because it gives you guys that whole like, what does she mean with Rob? Like, because Delaware, here's the thing, Delaware was in the moment, and I had to get it out because it was in my spirit, and I just experienced it. Right, love Delaware, but there's when people are like, well, what do you mean by rock? Like, where do you get it? I'm like, Delaware, excuse me, Bloodbath is like that perfect example where you're like, okay, I get the guitars. I get and people think it's a man on there. Like there is a man. Undid Poppy's on the second verse, but I'm the one growling and screaming and doing all that. So I I'm gonna get there because I'm going to release another project where you guys literally just get that hardcore rock out of me. But that's one of my favorites. But also, I'm about to release Darkness this month. Halloween. Hey,
Mhm.
hey, hey. Let's go. Just shot the video.
Mhm.
So my team's prepping up to give you guys this Halloween release. Darkness is another rock where you start to get that we don't just hear that she's rock, but we actually see it and we feel it. I'm singing a little bit on it, I'm rapping on it, and it's pretty dark, which again, I've always had this little part of me that's dark. So I get to like share that with you guys.
Mhm.
So yeah, Darkness is definitely, and Darkness is another painful song. I wrote that in pain. I wrote that when I was in a situation with someone that I loved, and I was confused. And who are we to not be confused in love? Love is pain, pain is love. You know what I'm saying? It's the same goddamn thing. So Darkness is very, and I can't wait for you guys to hear it, but it reveals a lot. I kind of feel naked with that, which is a risk that I want to take with you guys. I want you guys to really peep into my heart and my soul and what I was thinking and what I was experiencing, and my vulnerability. So yeah, Darkness is definitely one that I'm excited to share with you guys for sure.
Yes, I love when artists just give their all, put
Oh,
it all on the tape. Put it all.
I am. I'm being raw, man, and I'm not just saying that. And again, it's not no industry plan. It's not no somebody's writing this for me, and I just go recite it. Not no. This is like I was
Right.
in pain and I wrote it, and I'm telling you guys about the pain. You know what I'm saying? So can't wait for you to hear it. So yeah, it's coming.
Expect any concert dates, any show dates so we can see you in person, and where would this be?
So that's TBD. It's
Mhm.
coming.
Okay.
Um, the process I'm going through now as an indie artist, one is, and my team's doing a great job doing it. It's just getting me. back out there now that I'm not with my band anymore,
Mhm.
getting me back out there as Lipstick Killer. Um, and at the end of the day, we still have to play the games, right? We still have to play the industry games with numbers. So it's still a promoters want to see what you got cracking, what you got popping. So music first, visuals. My
Right,
team's doing a
right.
great job, getting me the PR and getting me everything. So I know it's coming.
Mhm.
Um, and I'm going to do an album release here in Kansas City. I haven't really announced it yet, but we're going to do like a cool album release, and I'm going to have some local Kansas City rappers there. So I could really, because I've plugged into the rock scene here, but I haven't really plugged into the rap scene
Mhm.
here. So just recently, I've met a lot of them, amazing acts, amazing artists here in Kansas City. So I'll probably do an album release closer since we're going to release the actual volume 1 in December. Excuse me, so probably like November, do like a cool little thing, and we'll definitely keep everyone plugged on that. But my goal is to be back on stage next year, like
Mhm.
hardcore,
Yeah.
hardcore back on stage. That's what I want. I gotta get in the gym. I gotta get ready.
Mhm. Yes, and train, yes.
I
And
gotta get that stamina.
where can everyone find you on social media,
Mm.
given your new music?
Everywhere. Yes,
Yes.
I am Lipstick Killer on Instagram. You will see Lipstick Killer on Facebook.
Mhm.
Killer is Bay on TikTok. We still figuring out TikTok. TikTok is a whole different animal, so I'm gonna
Oh,
figure
yeah.
that one out. Oh my god, it's a whole different animal.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, my YouTube is I am Lipstick Killer. If you haven't seen Delaware at video, the Delaware at videos up there is super fun.
Mhm.
Yeah, that got me out of my element. I don't dance, so I was trying to do a little twerk and show that my knees.
I
So,
love flex too, but, like, you were girl, bodies tea, okay? Bodies. Okay.
girl,
Yeah.
listen. I'm going to say ain't no BBL or a little natural going on right in the
Yeah, I
booty.
heard
I'm
the word.
working on it.
Yeah.
Listen, when I say she a thicky, I'm like, I'm a
Mhm.
thicky.
Mhm.
I love you. Thank you.
I love you too. Oh my gosh.
I'm working on it. But yeah, so yeah, that you just got me smiling. Okay, so anyway, let's see. I can't wait for y'all to see the darkness video. So I just shot that last week. It's some like abandoned castle vampire type, little
Mhm.
creepy, little contacts, little dark. So I'm excited for you to see that as well, for
Awesome.
sure.
Oh my gosh. We at Halftime Chat have overly
It's
enjoyed speaking
fun.
to Lipstick Killer, and we cannot wait to promote your upcoming work.
Thank you.
So everybody can see, hip hop and rock, which I was like, when I saw the hip hop and rock, I was like, wow.
Uh-huh.
Have I ever heard of hip hop and rock? Maybe not, no. But
Girl,
woman doing it, I was like, yes.
here's the thing. Thank you. A woman doing it. And here's the thing. If you really listen, even the Red Hot Chili Peppers, back to Marilyn Manson, some of the best drums that you hear from rock bands, a lot of those rock people be rapping. You don't really
Right.
get it, but they do. And I see, and the shout out, there is a whole trap metal community. I respect them, I love them. But for me
Mhm,
to be a female doing it, for me to, and then my thing too is, it's not just on some rock. Like I'm hood still, like I'm street. So you're getting some street hood like combination with heavy guitar. So I really do feel like I'm in my own lane. Like, and I mean, and shout out to Rico Nasty. She's a rock chick. But for
mhm,
me, and I think she's amazing, but I've been doing it for a lot longer than her, and
mhm,
respectfully. And it's like, it's not just for me. It's not like, let's go to Hot Topic and put the clothes on, if that makes sense. It's not dress up. It's really just like that lifestyle that like live free, do what the fuck you want. You know what
mhm,
I'm saying? Really embrace those heavy guitars and like that. It's just the spirit of like saying what the fuck you want to say. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a
mhm.
spirit. It's not like put on some Dolph Kill boots and
Right.
now you're a rocker. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's really, and I'm not saying anybody else, don't get me wrong, but for me, it's like the embodiment of I don't give a fuck. I don't. I don't care. You shouldn't care. Life is short. Enjoy life. Enjoy what you have. Make the most of it. So nah, it's I can't wait. I think people will get it more when I'm on stage, because when I'm on stage and you see the guitars and the drummers and I'm like jumping off the speakers and you know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like you're gonna be like, oh shit, she's crazy.
Right, she
Like
means business.
she
Yes.
means business. Yeah, yeah, for sure. For
Wow.
sure.
Wow. Well, I cannot wait to see, you
Thank
keep on
you.
stage and also the new music videos, new music coming out, and we
Yes.
wish you all the best. Truly. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
Halftime chat. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you for having me. Thank you so much. You've been amazing. Thank
Thank
you for everyone who's listening. And I hope you guys could just tune in and check it in and holler at me, DM me, chat me, whatever. I'm down for a conversation. And no, and you're lovely. You've been amazing. So thank you so much for this opportunity. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And have an
Thank you.
amazing day. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I
Ladies
will.
and gentlemen, this is Lipstick Killer.
Bye, guys.